Vscan Extend Scan Coach FCU app. The Vscan Extend Scan Coach FCU app provides a protocol of standard ultrasound imaging views and context-based reference materials to perform a systematic, focused evaluation of the heart. To download the Scan Coach FCU app, go to the GE Marketplace from your Vscan Extend device to install. To initiate the Scan Coach FCU protocol, go to Menu and select Start a Protocol. Then select Scan Coach FCU. You will now see a disclaimer related to the intended use of the reference materials provided with the Scan Coach feature. Review and accept to proceed. At the Steps Overview screen, the steps for the protocol are displayed. Press Start to begin at the first step. Note that you will have the ability to start at any of the steps you choose. You will see the user instructions for step number 1. Press OK. Note that the default preset for the protocol is loaded automatically. At the top left is a navigation bar, which displays the labels for the steps. The step number can be seen on the top of the image. The information icon on the lower left-hand corner of the image gives you access to the Scan Coach reference help, such as clinical image examples or proposition for the current step. You can scan and store images for the active step. A thumbnail appears on the top left of the screen, indicating that an image has been stored for this view. Swipe left to proceed to the next step. Note that it is not necessary to save an image to switch to the next scan plane. If you need reference information for a chosen step, tap to select the eye or information symbol. At the bottom of the display, you will have access to proposition, reference ultrasound images, and the list of steps for this protocol. Reference information defaults to the Reference tab for the step. This provides clinical reference images for the active scan plane. The progress bar will appear at the top of the screen to give you an indication of the number of reference images that are available. These reference images include normal anatomy and a few examples of common pathologies for these individual scan planes. Here you can scroll by swiping left and right through the examples. Reference images that are highlighted with a red image annotation indicate an abnormal reference, as seen here. If you have questions related to the proposition for the selected plane, simply tap the Position button. You will see a graphic animation to help you understand the relationship of proposition with the underlying anatomy. At the end of the animation, anatomical landmarks will be displayed for the selected view. There are animated pathology examples that can be accessed by swiping left. The Steps tab provides a checklist to track completion of the protocol during the exam. This checklist will give you a visual display of the steps that have been completed, marked with a green dot next to them. The red marker dot indicates a step for which an image has not yet been stored. To return to live scanning from Scan Coach Help, click on the X on the action bar at any time. This will bring you back to the scan screen. You can continue with scanning and storing images for the active step. Once you have stored an image, swipe left to switch to the next scan plane. The Scan Coach reference information discussed earlier can be accessed by tapping the information symbol anytime during the exam. Continue scanning until all the steps are completed and the desired images are achieved. Note that you can obtain multiple images for a single step and are not limited to one image. You will have the ability to swipe right to go to previous steps if needed. Once the protocol steps are complete, you will have the ability to move to the session summary. select OK. You will see all of the steps and what has been completed. You will have the ability to choose a step and reacquire an image. You can swipe left to proceed directly to the session summary after storing an image for an incomplete step. If you have acquired all desired images and are ready to finalize the exam now, you can exit the protocol by tapping Exit Protocol. Finally, there are additional settings that a user can configure. Return to the Scan Coach FCU protocol through the main menu. Tap to select the settings icon. When selecting hints, suggestions and helpful user interface hints will appear to give you tips to use during the protocol. When selecting instructions, directions are displayed for each step of the protocol. When selecting Steps Overview, a list of steps for the Scan Coach FCU protocol are displayed before starting an exam. GE – Imagination at Work.